everyone, this is Miss Lisa, and welcome to Kids Craft 2 and Craft for Tots. This month we're going to do May flowers. So let's get started. So first you want to open your craft pack. You'll see that you have a flower pot, soil, seeds, which they are marigold seeds, a paper plate, paint, a brush, some stickers, and glue dots. From your house you'll also need some scissors, an old plastic lid or a small plate or saucer, and a cup of water for rinsing out your paintbrush. So the first thing you'll want to do is set aside everything but the paint, the paintbrush, the little plate, and the pot. Because the first thing we're going to do is paint the flower pot. Okay, grab your paint packets. I gave you a couple different colors to work with. And grab some scissors. You're going to squish the paint out from the corner there, and you're going to just snip off the corner, and then you can squeeze the paint onto your plate. And here's where you want to go grab a little bowl of water and some paper towels, because I did get some on my fingers and that made me remember to get those things. So then you'll be all ready for any little messes you make. So we're going to take the pot, and you're going to pick what color you want to start with first, and just do any kind of design you want on this pot. So just go ahead and dip into the paint and start painting any way you want it to. I decided to make some little stripes. Every other one will be a different color. So I skipped a space. So I use all my green first, and then I'll go back to my yellow. But do whatever you want. You have different colors probably, so here's the time for you to be creative and do what you want. And remember, between each color, you want to rinse your brush out in the water, and then make sure that you dry the brush with the paper towel, because this water will make the paint way too runny. And then give your paint time to dry. So I've given you a couple foam cutouts to put on there. Some of these have sticky on them already, and you just peel the paper off the back. And some of them do not have sticky on the back. So I've provided a glue dot that you can stick on the back of those ones that do not have sticky, and then you can just stick it onto the pot. Okay, grab your bag of dirt. You're going to open it up and just pour the dirt into the pot, and pour it up to just about where the bigger part starts of the pot. You'll see what I mean here. Yes, right about till there. And that'll give us enough room to put the seeds in, and then some more dirt on top of the seeds. And now you get your little packet of seeds, and you have several seeds in there. Sometimes all the seeds don't grow, so I gave you plenty to hopefully at least one or two will grow. But spread them out a little bit in your dirt if you have quite a few, because if they do grow, then you'll have more flowers. And then you're going to take the rest of your dirt, and you're going to put about 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 inch on top of it. You can pat it down just a bit, and if you have dirt left over, you can use it later for when you transplant them. Eventually these will grow enough that they'll probably outgrow this pot, especially if several of them grow. So you'll want to transplant them into a bigger pot at that time, or put them outside in a sunny place. After you're all planted, you're going to need a little saucer. This is a chip dip lid, but you can use a small little saucer if you have an extra one. You need something because there's a hole in the bottom of the pot, and the water will go through it, but it needs to have that so it doesn't rot in the bottom. You get root rot if they get too wet. So pour the water in slowly. You don't want those seeds floating up, so let it sink down in. Still feels like it's not through. Once it's running through the hole, which it isn't yet, you want to make sure to get the dirt completely wet. Now you can see it has plenty of water in it because it has come through the bottom of the pot. So now it's got water in it. And you'll want to keep that nice and wet even after the plant grows. And you probably want to water it every 2 to 3 days. Just feel the dirt. If it feels dry, it definitely needs some more water. I also included the seed packet front and back so that you could follow the directions on there of how to plant it outside once it gets big enough to do that. Remember to set them on a windowsill so they can get plenty of sunshine, water them as needed, and plant them outside later as they get bigger. I hope you enjoyed May Flowers. See you next month.